Hello, my dear crafters. Just look at how beautiful these boxes turned out. These are treat boxes for your kids and your family, your neighbors, whoever you want. It's a very good size. It's 4 inches tall by 1.5 on all sides. It's a square box, and you decorate it. As I always say, if you have beautiful paper, you're going to make beautiful things. So very simple to make, not complicated at all. And you just add a ribbon and whatever you have in terms of ephemera. These are puffy stickers that I used, but you can use ephemera, you can use a stamped image, whatever you have at hand. But beautiful, beautiful box, wonderful, wonderful papers, and a great size. You can fit a lot of goodies in here, so the kids will be happy. So yes, we're going to make this one together. I made this one just so you had another option, just to see another paper and another kind of decoration. So yeah, so let's get to the tutorial, and I hope you get to make some of these. Thank you. So I'm going to use this paper pad today. It's by Recollection, so you buy it at Michael's. It's called Midnight Garden, and it's really, really hard to choose. I love this one and this one too. That's the one that we're going to use. And also we're going to use stickers from Simple Stories. I'll have the link below. Puffy stickers, and the collection is called Spooky Nights. So if I find these collections that's from last year, I'll link it below. If not, I'll just find something similar by the same brand, okay? So look at this paper, guys. Look at that. Oh, it almost breaks my heart to cut it. So here we are. Let's go. You need a piece of paper that is 6 1/4. So here, by 7 1/2. So I'm just gonna I'm just gonna go all the way to 7 1/2. And then we're going to cut this way, 6 1/4 by 7 1/2. Yeah. So 6 1/4. Let me just see if this is right. Yeah. By 7 1/2. So that's what we need. 6 1/4 by 7 1/2. And we're going to score. Let me get my scoring board. On the 6 1/4 side, you're going to score. Let me zoom in for you, so it makes it easier for you to see what I'm doing. So we're going to score at 1/4 of an inch right here. It's gonna hold the paper. 1/4 of an inch. 1 3/4. The measurements will be below as usual, okay? Don't worry. 3 1/4. It's just for you to follow me. And 4 3/4. Then you're going to turn, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch. So here, 2 and 6. That's all. That's all you need. I'm gonna put this aside. All we need to do now is cut. So I have this very thin scoring line. It's easier for you to see this side here. There you go. You have a very thin. What we're going to do is, so this is the top of your box. This is, whoops, the top, this is the bottom, okay? It's going to fold like this. So we are going to cut. Right, let me just cut. So there is a score. We're going to, let's do the scoring line because it makes it easier for you to see what's going on, because this paper is quite busy. So if I burnish the scoring lines, it will be easier for you to see it, the marks and everything. So let's just do it for the whole box. So it's all folded now. So you have the thin part, which is what's going to glue and close the box. So this thin area here, you're going to cut, there is a scoring line here, that's the bottom of your box. You're going to cut this thin area all the way to the scoring line. And here you're going to cut it at an angle like this, okay? Here we're going to cut it at an angle. This is 4 inches here. And then we're going to cut all the way up. Because we only want this thin area here, just this little piece. So that's cut on the left. And this is going to be the closing. It's right close to this. This is going to be the front. It's going to close like that. The box is going to close here. And this is going to fold. So what you need to cut now is the top part apart from this. So this is the lid. So we're going to cut at an angle here. And all of this is going to go. All the top part. You only need the front of the lid here. So that's all you need. So like this. You cut all this and you cut here and here, okay? That's what we've cut so far. I'm gonna go slowly so you understand, but then you're going to see it at the end, and it's really easy. So these blocks here, these boxes, like these squares, you're going to cut. This is the, remember, this is the lid. It's gonna close. So you just cut it all the way to the scoring line, and that stays. This is gonna stay here too. But we're going to cut it at an angle, okay? Because it makes it easier to close. Just a little bit. Not much. Just a little bit of an angle on both sides. And I also like to cut it like 1/4 of an inch at the top. So this is what we have so far. Okay? These here, the next one, we are going to cut the whole thing. When you see the template, it will be easier. And the way I do it, when I was learning, I would draw it. I would like freeze my screen and draw it. So here, same thing, I'm gonna cut the top. That's what you have at the end. The top part is like this. You have the lid, and you have the 2 sides, and this doesn't need to be there because, let me show you why. We're gonna close here. This is gonna fold, and this is gonna go in, see? So let me show you again. That's the thin part. And then the bottom is really easy. You're not gonna cut anything off here. Everything stays. You're just gonna cut up to the first scoring line. Like this. So these are all flaps, but they're all gonna stay here, okay? The only thing that I like to do, because this is gonna close, you know that the glue is going to be here. The glued part will be on the back on purpose because I don't want it to show. This is going to close, right? So this is going to be the front of your box because it's gonna close here. You want this flap here to be the last one to close because you don't want to show all the glue that's gonna happen here because we're going to close this, glue it, and glue it. So we're going to cover the front and it's going to be seamless. You won't see anything. So this stays here. First thing you do is we're going to cut to glue this little tiny strip here. We're gonna close the box first. So you put a lot of glue here. The easiest way is you put glue here, hold it, and you just fold it in like that. That's it. And use your bone folder just to press it down, and your box will be closed. There you go. See? So this is going to close and close. That's why I cut here, because it makes it easier. And this is going to close. Hold on. Let me just put it. If you want these 2 flaps here, makes it easier to, every time you cut it at an angle, it's easier to close. So I'm gonna cut this at an angle too. This one and this one. To make it easier. There you go. Get all these pieces out of the way. So, see? Much easier to close now. So this is closed. We're going to close the bottom now. We have all these flaps. So what I usually do is I just fold one, put a little bit of glue, not much. It's just to hold it in place. Fold the other one. And you fold this one is going to be the last, remember? So I just put, now this one you have to put a lot of glue because it holds better. And then last thing you do is put glue on this one. And that's the last one and your box is done. So, and I close it. I usually do this. I open just to make sure that it's very well closed. I just press my bone folder a little bit. Just press it down, put a little bit of pressure, and your box is done. Now we're going to decorate your box, okay? So here, your beautiful box is 1.5 inch by 1.5 by 1.5. It's a square. So how gorgeous is that? You don't even need to decorate, but you know me, you gotta decorate. So I have a piece of ribbon here. This is 1/4 inch, and it's 20 inches. So this is the front. So I'm just going to go around with white because I thought that was the best color for this paper, because if I put purple here, it's not going to pop at all. So just hold it like this. You're not going to glue anything. I mean, the ribbon is going to be loose. What you're going to do is you're actually going to use, and now we have to choose. I'm going to use this little guy here. So I have this, I want something white. So that's the only thing that will hold the ribbon in place. So just make sure that it's in the right place here, right in the middle. And we're going to put this little cute ghost in here. And then we're going to tie a knot or a bow, whatever you want. Some people have a hard time doing bows. I'm okay with it, but every time I do it in camera, it's kind of complicated. Always kind of becomes more complicated because I have to worry about being easy for you to see. But that's how I do my bow. There you go. I'm gonna pull it like that. It's good. There's a refrigerator. There you go. We have a ribbon. I'm gonna cut it. There you go. We have our little, how cool is this? Very easy to make. And it's a big size. You can fit a lot of candies to your kids here. You can fit a lot. Here's the other one. So look at that. We have two beautiful boxes. They're 4 inches by 1.5, all the sides. So look at that. Isn't that cute? I love it. It's a great box. You can make a whole bunch in one day. So I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. And thank you for being here with me, okay? And get ready because the Christmas, my favorite time of the year, the Christmas fair items and gifts and everything. From now on, it's going to be all Christmas, okay? So please subscribe because I'm going to have from now on 2 videos a week for sure, so that you can have a lot of ideas on how to gift your friends and loved ones. So thank you so much. And happy Halloween.